Welcome back to the channel, guys. On to part 2. As you can see, our dartboard cabinet is functional. We tested it, it works, played a few games on it. The only thing is now, to make it a proper dartboard cabinet, it needs storage for these guys and also incorporate a scoreboard. It's going to be hard, but let's get designing. What do you got?
Creating a storage system for the darts. Just thinking that we could create it to make this whole little capsule run on 2 little rails, so that if you look at this, you can see that you could just drive them up and down just to cover the other darts that are on below. But we could, if we wanted to, make little holes in the sides, just to pop the darts sort of like that, or we could have them just sit in the actual capsule. It's just depending on what we want to do.
Okay. Well, I think I've figured out the door mechanism.
Yeah.
You want to come over here? While you were drawing, I was playing with made-up Legos. I was thinking best way to the scoreboard, is kind of tuck it away in a sense. You know, we were talking about having stuff here or having stuff down behind the backboard.
Yeah, it's possible solutions.
Yeah. But I thought of, have you ever seen a pocket door system?
No, what is it?
So what a pocket door system is, a door that will internally hide away.
Okay, so it's parallel to the side, and then you can pull it out.
So we can have this as the scoreboard, pull it out, and then we can fold it, close the door, and there's our scoreboard.
No, that's pretty
good. What do you reckon?
I reckon that's pretty good. Actually, I'm happy
It kind
with
of
that.
gives us, you know, our kind of criteria where we want it kind of minimalist, hidden away.
Yeah, so you can't see it.
Can't see it. And this will be, you know, it will give us extra space for storage, so we can put, you know, figurines or whatever, tools.
You want to start it up?
Let's start building.
Okay.
All right.
Easy.
Okay, so dart holders are complete. As you can see, what we've done is we've put the holder on a pivot point. So to access them, you just pivot it down, give you access to the back darts as well as the front, and putting them back nicely and neatly. From then on, we can just turn it back on. It catches on 2 magnets here, so it holds it in position, and we can close the cabinet doors. So next on the build is the scoreboard. As you can probably see here, we left a little gap in between the shelves and the whole cabinet itself. What we're going to do is a door pocket system where the scoreboard will slide in, and when we want to use it, it's going to slide out in front of the door, so we've got the option to open and close the door, and the scoreboard is going to be sitting in front. Buying the door pocket system for that smaller scale is a little bit difficult. On your bigger scale doors, yes, or your kitchen cabinet doors, you can. For something this small, we need to recreate it. So let me show you the components we got to rebuild it. So the components that we found off Amazon is these little drawer sliders right here. They're 100 mils in length, 4 inches if you're in the States. And there's little hidden hinges. Okay, so to recreate what we're going to do, let's say for example, that's the internal part of the cabinet. We're going to mount 2 rails on top and bottom. This thing will be mounted on the drawer rail itself, and then the hinge will be there. Our scoreboard will be like that. So mounting this onto this, when we want to use it, we'll slide it out, then open the hinge itself where the scoreboard will be sitting. The door will be able to slide in and out behind it. Let's see if it works. Progress update. I think we're going to be scrapping the inbuilt scoring system. It's a great idea, but playing around with it, trying to install it and all that, I don't think it's not going to work. So this is our scoreboard right there. Mounting plate. So our drawer runners are mounted onto that. And this is where our chalkboard was going to be. So when we pull it out, we open it up, and there's our scoreboard. So what's wrong with it is if we mounted it like this and put it in, it sits really nicely. But when we do want to use it and pull it out, the scoreboard actually sits behind the drawer front, rendering it useless. If we were to change the mounting brackets to further back, what happens then is that it sits out proud by 2 inches or 50 mil. And it makes the piece not look really good. But yeah, drawer runners isn't the answer. So what we're going to do is obviously scrap it. We're going to scrap the shelves as well. We're going to build new shelves that encompasses the whole space. These shelves will probably get reused for, either for our router table, so we can put router bits in it. But yeah, sometimes the idea is great, but it doesn't work, unfortunately. Back to square one. We've got to rebuild this stuff.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy, and silently, it could build and build until you finally see, whoa.